Hello my friends, Wendy here, the Crafty Coach. I wanted to do a video showcasing some of the stamps with close to my heart and some of the techniques I use to getting a clear and crisp image. One of the things I did earlier today, I made this and I did not use one of the techniques that I will show you today, and I believe the images are still clear and crisp. The only one that didn't really come out well is this purple one here, which I really like that effect anyway, and that doesn't bother me, but I know some it might. The words here have come out really well. I have this card I made, and I did this on craft paper and desert sand ink, and I think that came out really clear, and some of this is in the stamp and it's not meant to be all that clear. It's that I don't know what you call it, some of the grunge look. I would say this is more of a grunge look, and I actually like that effect. Now I made these little, I was trying to make my own washi tape out of some scrap backing to labels. And I first put down a couple different colors of dye ink from the ink pads, and then stamped one of our stamps, and I think those are pretty clear and crisp. And then I have one little that I stamped and then I colored with our watercolor pencils. And so one of the techniques I will show you from our Skylark set, and this was the Live in the Moment stamp was in the card, and then this was the border that I used. So I will try this little dragonfly here because it's got a lot of detail. I'll get our lagoon ink and just some scrap paper. A lot of times, if you're just opening a stamp set for the first time, you might want to do a sample stamp, because sometimes there's oils on the stamps and you may not get a clear impression. Also, there's these little plastic things in each of our stamps. Try using that as a pad. Sometimes when you have a pad, the image will be has a little cushion and will make a better impression. So that middle one is with a little pad, and then I did that without a pad, and they're pretty similar in my opinion. And I will try another. This one is the heart. It also says heart. want to also smush the pad down into the ink to make sure all the whole entire pad is covered in ink, to also get a nice impression. And then just press down, then lift up. And that does have a few spots where the ink did not go down all the way. And that could be I just didn't put the ink down enough, or the image into the ink. Or I didn't do a test the first time. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. And that was the first time I used that heart, so this one is more of the test, getting, you know, the grease and the when you first open the package, and then this one is the second impression, and that's a lot nicer. So just remember, when you get a new stamp set, you just want to do a test stamp before you do the actual impression. And if this little pad isn't thick enough, I use this fun foam too, out of the kids section, and that works nice too. But usually this little piece that comes in all the stamp sets works just as well. There you go. And that's the third stamp, using the fun foam as padding. So sometimes it's just a matter of practicing, playing around, see what works best. Stamping on a hard desk, sometimes you need a little bit of cushion to get a clear impression. So I'll try from True to Life. This is a fun little set. And let's try this big one that says fun. Sometimes when you have a big stamp, you want to press the ink pad onto the stamp. Just make sure you're pressing down evenly and firmly and lifting straight up. Now I didn't get the ink all the way saturated onto the stamp, which is that little blop. But for me, I'm okay with that. That shows that it is handmade, that it's not perfect. If you like perfect, then you might want to take a little more time inking the stamp, figuring out what works best. If you need a padding, working on a hard desk. And that's the second impression I just did. So you can see there is a difference with the new stamp set. That's the first stamped image of that, and then that one down there is the second. So the second image is coming out a lot clearer than the first one. All right, that's a little the little tricks to help getting clearer stamped images. Fun foam, and I'm sure you can find that at the dollar store or your local craft store, using this little insert that comes with all the stamps from Close to My Heart. And it's just a matter of practicing, taking your time, and seeing what works best for you, and have fun with it. I'm sure if you're making a card for someone, they would just love getting the handmade gift from you anyway. And I am a Close to My Heart consultant. If you're looking for a consultant, I would love to work with you. Leave me comments, thumbs up if you like this, if this was helpful. If you want to learn about something else that you want me to do a video, I would love to do that. And remember, find the gratitude in the joys of friendship, the kindness of strangers, and the delight of what is possible. All right, friends, Wendy here, the Crafty Coach. I'll talk to you soon.